Alright, today I'm going to be trying to figure out how to remove the EXUP. This will be, more than likely, as time goes by, everybody that buys an aftermarket exhaust system will need to eliminate this EXUP. I currently have mine zip tied off, and it's kind of been, I don't think you can see it back there. It's been rubbing a spot on my frame where those cables have been trying to actuate a valve that isn't there anymore. So I'm going to try to figure out a way of getting rid of this thing and maybe lose a couple ounces of weight off the bike at the same time. So there's the cables. Now we'll be pulling the rear fender off and looking at the signals that go to and from that servo and see if we can make some kind of a bypass that the computer will not give you a code if you jump it out. So let's go for that. One thing I do want to show you is these clips. All you got to do is push that in to pull the clips out. So don't mess up your clips trying to pull those straight out, because there's a little shaft that goes down in there and expands that out. That's what retains it in there, so you know. Okay, I did have to remove both side covers and of course the rear fender, and when you get in here I've discovered that those cables could probably just be removed from the servo from here. This is the servo motor, but I still want to try to figure out how to get rid of it altogether. So I'll keep going from here. In case I have trouble figuring something out to replace this, I'll just go ahead and show this now. This can be removed pretty simply. Got that on video. Now when the servo's missing down there, these cables pull out pretty easily. Like I say, it's hold the video and hold the camera and do all this at the same time. If I can do this one-handed, I'm sure you people can. Okay, now you could just bolt that back up in there, I guess, if you wanted to, but I want to get rid of that altogether. So let's try to figure it out. Out of curiosity, I wanted to see what this assembly weighed. 9.6 ounces. Yeah, it don't weigh a lot. Maybe all you're going to want to do is just unhook it and the cables from it and leave it up in there. But I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out how to get around. I wanted to show there's a whole lot of room left over from removing that servo motor, which my side cover with the wideband O2 and all that was getting completely full. So I'm going to move, after I get this motor out of here, servo motor out of here, I'm going to move some of these connectors and stuff up in here, this empty space that's now will be vacant after I take this out. And I wanted to show what kind of errors you'll get. Of course, it's hooked up now. Turn the bike on, the engine light comes on for a minute and goes off. When we unhook the servo motor, set it aside, the engine light never goes off. Okay, I went into diagnostics, and if you go to screen 61, which tells you your diagnostic codes. I currently have a code 17. So I come over here to the manual. Code 17 is EXUP servo motor open or short circuit detected. So when you unplug the EXUP servo, that's what's going to happen. Also, there's an 18 that says that it's stuck. So if you look at the print for the servo, there's two wires that control the direction of the servo motor, and then there's a feedback wire that tells the ECU where it is in relation to the signal that it's sent out for it to be at. So we will look at what it takes to get rid of that. Simulate those signals and put a load on the I plan to try to put 2 relays on here to load this enough to think that the ECU has a load, and then I'm going to simulate the return signal back to it with those 2 relays. Moving on to the print, which once again I'll say this is probably one of the better things that you can download from my site. It's where I went around and actually put what each individual thing is on the print, rather than having to look at that number and turn the page. It'll tell you exactly what it is right there. This is the EXUP servo, and there's a blue and black and a blue that goes to just about every sensor out here. That's a hot and a ground for all these sensors, 5-volt hot and a ground for all the sensors. And returning from that is a something similar to the throttle position sensor, where there's a pot in there, and it resolves as that EXUP servo turns. This potentiometer tells it where it is in relation to where it's a feedback loop. It tells the ECU where it is via that potentiometer. So the white and black and red and black, those flip-flop. To move it one direction, this will be high. To move it the other direction, that will be high. And it switches the grounds opposite of that. So if this one goes to being high, then this one goes to being a ground. So what we have to do is use these 2 wires to control relays, and the relays will in turn simulate that 5-volt signal going back out. And since we already have a 5-volt supply, that'll be easy to do. We'll just send it its 5 volts at one time when it wants it, and then take it away when it doesn't need it. So that's what we're going to do.